In the book of Matthew, Jesus tells about the 7 woes. He's referring to the woes of judgment against the teachers of the law of Moses and the Pharisees, who were experts in theological matters that the scriptures raised. The word Jesus uses, which is woven throughout the 7 woes, is hypocrite. Hello, I'm Kathy Bartow. Listen to Jesus in Matthew chapter 23, verses 2 through 5. The teachers of the law and the Pharisees have the authority to tell you what the law of Moses says, so you should obey and follow whatever they tell you. But their lives are not good examples for you to follow. They tell you to do things, but they don't do the things themselves. They make strict rules and try to force people to obey them, but they themselves will not try to follow any of those rules. Now, Jesus is very critical of these imposters who failed in their roles and responsibilities as leaders. All of these woes are contained in Matthew chapter 23. Listen as I read Jesus' holy words. The first woe is found in verses 13 and 14. How terrible for you, teachers of the law and Pharisees! You are hypocrites. You close the door for people to enter the kingdom of heaven. You yourselves don't enter, and you stop others who are trying to enter. The teachers of the law and the Pharisees were false leaders who drew people away from the kingdom of God. They should have recognized that Jesus was the Messiah. The second woe is found in verse 15. How terrible for you, teachers of the law and Pharisees! You are hypocrites. You travel across land and sea to find one person who will follow your ways. When you find that person, you make him more fit for hell than you are. The third woe is found in verses 16 through 18. How terrible for you, teachers of the law and Pharisees! You guide the people, but you are blind. You say, if anyone swears by the temple when he makes a promise, that means nothing. But if anyone swears by the gold that is in the temple, then he must keep that promise. You are blind fools. Which is greater, the gold or the temple? The temple makes that gold holy. And you say, if anyone swears by the altar when he makes a promise, that means nothing. But if he swears by the gift on the altar, then he must keep his promise. The fourth woe is found in verse 23. How terrible for you, teachers of the law and Pharisees! You are hypocrites. You give to God 1/10 of everything you earn, even your mint, dill, and cumin. But you don't obey the really important teachings of the law, being fair, showing mercy, and being loyal. These are the things you should do as well as those other things. The fifth woe is found in verse 26. Pharisees, you are blind. First make the inside of the cup clean and good, then the outside of the cup can be truly clean. It is more important for a person's heart to be clean than his clothes. The sixth woe is found in verses 27 and 28. How terrible for you, teachers of the law and Pharisees! You are hypocrites. Outside those tombs look fine, but inside they are full of the bones of dead people, and all kinds of unclean things are there. It is the same with you. People look at you and think you are good, but on the inside, you are full of hypocrisy and evil. And the seventh woe is found in verses 29 through 32. How terrible for you, teachers of the law and Pharisees! You are hypocrites. You build tombs for the prophets. You show honor to the graves of people who lived good lives. And you say, if we had lived during the time of our fathers, we would not have helped them kill the prophets. But you give proof that you are children of those people who murdered the prophets, and you complete the sin that your fathers started. Jesus is, of course, talking about his crucifixion. There's an old saying that goes, do as I say, not as I do. Watch out for leaders of all kinds who don't practice what they preach. Till next time, peace be with you.